Everyone dreams of living an uncommon life, and the best asset you have to achieve your dreams is you. Welcome to the Uncommon Wealth Podcast. We're going to introduce you to people who are living uncommonly. We're also going to give you some tools and strategies for building wealth and for pursuing an uncommon path that is uniquely right for you.
Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of the Uncommon Wealth Podcast, where I'm your host, Philip Ramsey.
And I'm Arron Kramer.
Thanks for tuning in to another show. We have a really fun one today. Karen and I.
Goosebumps.
Oh man, why does it give you goosebumps? What's our topic? Give it to us.
It's what you do in the dark.
Okay.
Yeah. It gets dirty, doesn't it?
Tell us.
It's where your mind goes. No. So it's really easy to like work hard when everybody's watching, right? Like if you're an athlete or if you're an artist of some sort, or whatever you are, when you're doing your work, you're at the office and everybody else is there, it's easy to just get after it, you know?
Yeah. But
once everybody goes home, no one's watching, no one's there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and everybody, like, I feel like this is the topic that everybody tends to forget about. You hear about the Kobe Bryants, the Michael Jordans, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They didn't get as good as they did during their normal practices.
Yeah.
They were doing things when nobody else was.
Yeah, right. It's like the definition of integrity.
Yeah.
Right? When nobody's watching, what are you doing? Are you cutting corners or are you not? And like this is something I can get pretty heightened up on. Because it's just like, I've never seen it happen where I'm going to cut corners and I'm going to get to where I actually want to go. Like eventually those corners that you've cut come back to bite you.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm saying for me specifically, am I doing the right thing when no one's watching?
Yeah.
It's important, right? It's funny. We just watched this movie with my kids, actually. It was called The Tower Heist. It's an older show. Eddie Murphy. It's kind of funny. Anyway, one of the points that he's talking about is these people who are like really good people are going to go do a heist. Okay. And they hire somebody to like help them. And this guy looks at him. He's like, you can't do this. Like, you've never stole anything. He's like, I need you to go in this mall and steal something for $50 and bring it back. And I was like, I couldn't do it. Like, there's no way. Like, yeah, physically and mentally, like physically I could do it. Yeah. Mentally, I just couldn't do it. Like, I would just feel too bad. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, so there is something about this that, what do you do and what is your core DNA when no one's watching? Yeah. And are you the person that usually goes the extra mile, or are you like, well, I'm just going to slough off?
Yep.
And I'm telling people right now on this podcast, I'm glad we're talking about this, that it is those times when no one's watching is like your true character. Yeah. Do you like it or not? Like, put a mirror up to yourself and like look through that. If you don't, like, it's a time to change.
Yeah.
I want you to care more about what it looks like, because you have integrity for yourself.
Yep.
And no one's going to know if I cut this, but I will.
Yeah.
And I don't want that just for my own demeanor, my 100%. Own personality, and my own like character. I want to be a person that's going to do the hard things when no one's watching. Okay, yeah. Keep going.
I think it's great. Like, I love this because, you know, and it has to be multiple topics too, you know? Mm-hmm. So, and I'll just be super straightforward. There's a, and I'll tell you what it is, but first, there is an area in my life that, like, when in the dark, no one's watching.
Yep.
I am extremely weak. It is super easy for me to be strong when everyone's watching in this area. Right. And it's food.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah. Like, dude, I can be on a strict diet in front of everybody. Be like, no, I'm doing this. And everyone's watching. Yeah, Aaron's doing this. Yep, I am. Hit about 9 o'clock at night and everybody's in bed. My family's in bed. My wife's in bed.
Hammer.
And there's a cinnamon roll or two on upstairs. Like, no one's gonna know. And I eat them. I don't eat one. I eat two.
Yeah, that's right. It's better than 3 that I eat. So
yeah.
I feel
So, but like, it's those areas that, you know, where, and granted, not that it's an excuse, but this one just affects me. But what are the areas that that you're going to take a corner on that affect other people? You know, we're all weak at times, but like, you have to notify it, you have to see it, and you have to change it and get strong.
Oh yeah, right. And that's not easy.
No.
And sometimes you need help. So we'll talk about that. But I want to talk about this because we are financial advisors. So why in the heavens would we be talking about this Aaron Kramer?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Why does this pertain to finances?
Oh, well, because money, kind of important. And then it's really easy to do things with your money that you're not supposed to when no one's watching.
Yeah, right. And have like a purpose statement of your finances, or not only just your finances, but life that you can like overlay. And finances is a good thing. Like we've talked about financial infidelity before.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
I like that one.
You like that one. That was a good one.
I kind of screwed up on that one, but I like that one.
That was a good one. And I think it's definitely appropriate to talk about that now, because what you want in your future, a lot of times, like, you can use money as a tool to get you there.
Yeah.
And so using that tool in order to further where you want to go, it's a powerful thing. And so if there's ways that you're sabotaging yourself, like for you and I, it's food.
Yep.
But for other people, it's financial. Like, I can't stop ordering things off of Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk through that then. I shouldn't say we. Get help to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
We should probably get help to figure out what the food situation is. But anyway. So
I am getting help on that. I got a dietitian helping me.
That's good. I think that's really good. I probably need to do that. I love crumble cookies, just so you know.
Yeah.
But that's why I think it pertains, this topic, and what you do and how you do it in an integrity-driven way.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching. How are you spending your money?
Yeah.
And if you're the guy or person or woman who wants to pursue something they're passionate about, and they want to do everything they want, but you're throwing your money away on silly things that don't really help you add up to that, like, what are you doing? What are you doing in the dark?
I was just having a conversation with a friend last night over a beer about how everybody, a lot of people start tying their priorities to what society wants you to. And one of the big ones that I came to realization when I was like looking through my priorities and what I cared about, that the society has done a really good job of telling us it's important that we have to care about, is a car.
Yeah.
What car do you drive? Like, look at commercials.
Right.
Like,
oh, man,
this car fits your personality.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get the ladies with this one.
Yeah, right? It's like, oh, it's a truck. It's masculine.
Chick magnet.
Yeah. So all these things. And so, but whenever it comes down to it, I don't care about cars. And like, I want a good car. I want a nice car that like is dependable.
Dependable, right?
It's dependable. And my family's safe in it, like, and things like that. But other than that, I don't care. I just want to fit in it. I do want to fit in it.
That's valid for you. I seem to fit in a lot of cars.
But
so then, what is your like core values in your life? Not only don't worry about finances right now, but what are your core values, right?
Yeah.
And like, this would be kind of a fun exercise for you to and your wife to do. Is like, what's her core values and what are your core values? And then look at your bank account and see if the things that you're spending money on, like, correlate with your core values.
Yeah.
Be very interesting.
Oh my gosh, so we've done this.
You have?
Yeah.
I'm sure you have.
So we have a worksheet for this.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Let's go.
And so it's super fun. It's like, and this is how I help people with budgeting. If they have budgeting trouble, I won't actually get into your budget anymore. I tried that. It doesn't work.
It's not ideal.
So you have to use, I have this list and there's 100 words on there. Okay. There's education, success, love, things, all sorts of things. And you have to circle 10.
Okay.
And then after that,
your spouse has to circle 10.
Well, they have to do their own.
They have their own sheet.
And you can't look at their sheets because like sometimes they don't line up.
Right.
From that 10, then I ask you, okay, narrow it down to 3.
Okay.
So then they narrow it down to 3, and then I ask you, tell me why on each one of those. Now, a lot of people don't think this has anything to do with money, but now you ask yourself, okay, you bought a truck.
Right.
Does that truck get you closer to those 3 core values?
Oh.
And if it's yes or no, like, dude, I did this with me and my wife.
Okay. What happened?
Because my wife would always tell me, no, you can't have that. No, you can't. I was like, oh, it made me so mad. And then we changed it. And at the time, mine was education, success, and family.
Okay.
Those are my top 3 priorities at the time that we did this. They've changed. But like, I said I wanted, I don't know what it was. We were at the mall. I was like, I want to get this. She's like, okay, Aaron, that's fine. I was like, does it bring you closer to your top 3 core values? Oh my gosh.
Light bulb.
Yeah, I was like, no. I was like, oh, I mean, so is that a good place to be spending our money?
Huh.
I was like, no. was like, I was so angry, but not at her.
Right.
Like, it was angry in a good way. It was like, oh my gosh, no. It's like, okay, no. And then once you start realizing it, and I had spent a lot of money on food because we talked about food.
Yep.
And food stopped. I stopped eating out. Like, it didn't bring me any closer to like my family.
Wow.
It wasn't helping my family, like financially, because we were building a business.
Right.
So it was hurting us. It wasn't bringing me closer to any education, getting smarter for our job.
That's great.
So all these things, it was so easy just to drop that stuff off. It wasn't you can't have these things, Aaron.
Yeah.
I didn't want those things anymore.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Okay, so let's talk about this because I do feel like there's a lot of people that will somehow justify in their head when they want to change the trajectory of where they want to go, or they want to justify the reason what they want. They just want so how do you know when you're doing that, in your opinion, when you're like, I'm trying to justify this, like, and you like, and how do you combat that? So those are my two questions.
I love this. So I think that you can twist it really well to hit one or two.
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah. Now, Philip, like, you're real good at words, and you're like, you smooth. Like, Philip's smooth, But I have never seen someone twist something to fit all three.
That's good.
I've never.
Okay, so the three is kind of triangulating.
The three is a triangular.
To be like, don't be that guy.
You can't be that guy. Like, if you can't hit all three, and you're, like, for instance, like...
All right, so what was your three? Education,
family, and success.
Okay, so let's put through the filter here.
Yeah.
Give me something. All right, you want a new truck? We talked.
Yep, new truck. So about like how about eating out.
Okay,
eating out with a client
first. Oh, that's gonna be too hard. So give me the first one, a truck. Truck.
All right. So I broke it down for a truck because I needed a new car.
Okay. Education.
So like education for us costs money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
but like we're talking about the truck decision.
Yeah, I know.
So does that
truck costs a lot of money?
Yeah, I know. But like, how does it cover your education goal?
It doesn't.
Okay. Family goal.
Does it help my family be more successful? And like, do I get more family time in my truck?
Yeah. What would you say to that?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. I was going to say, I didn't feel like it is, but I was just checking.
Yeah.
And then success.
Success.
Could be kind of.
I mean.
At least the status of success.
Yeah, status, but what's success? So it's it's a no.
Define your success. Okay, that's a no.
Right.
All right, that's easy. Or not easy, but that's kind of fun. All right, let's go to the next one. What was it? Eating out for you?
Eating out.
Okay.
So like, I eat out a lot. Right.
Okay.
So there's another one that ends up being negatives on all ones. But like, if I want to sit there and try to like combat
justify
it, like, well, I like eating out. Like, well, if I only eat out when I take clients out.
Yeah.
Or
so
new prospect clients.
Right.
Success.
That could be success.
Right.
Okay.
In what case I eat out with my family.
Okay,
just my family. I'm good quality time, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I could probably justify success if my family's bought in that I could have more success. Okay.
Yeah.
But education, I can't really.
How's that help my education? Doesn't.
Okay.
So, now let's look at a positive, like, right?
Right. Okay.
So how about, because I did this, like, and I even went down without you, like, okay, so I have 2 designations now.
Yeah.
Now I just spent money, a little bit ago, a little while, like last year, to go down the path of trying to get my CFP.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
$6,000.
Yep.
That's going to come out.
Yep.
All right. So, education.
It totally is.
Totally is, right?
Educated.
Yep. So, family helps me with my job.
Yes.
Makes me a better person.
Okay.
So, and my family supports it.
Okay.
So, and I'm showing my daughter that I'm working hard towards education.
Okay.
There we go, right?
All right.
Success.
Totally agree with that.
It helps me with success in the fact it's like the most well-known designation we can get.
Yeah.
And then I'm like studying more and increasing my knowledge.
I feel like family is kind of hard. That's a far-fetched, but I like it. I'm okay with that.
I sold it to myself. So
no, I think that's good. I think a lot of times you're going to find yourself at this point where you have to teeter on it, right? Like that's education. Totally think that's valid. Success. Totally think it is. Family. I think that you can make the assumption that this is helping my family by getting in the trenches, showing my daughter education is important.
But also since what age is my daughter now, And if I'm going to do this, this is on my list. Should I do it now? Because it's going to take time. Or should I do it later?
So maybe it's a filter of that. So that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, no, and that's the thing. Like, if it hits all three just perfectly, yes, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Throw your wallet at it.
But yeah. But if it doesn't, like, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Sometimes they don't all just fit. But that's my thing. Like, if money's tight,
interesting.
It's like ask yourself. And it's been powerful for people like that, like spend money a lot crazy. So you put it where you have to do it. So one of mine was eating out. I spent a lot of money eating out. So I put these 3 in my car by my odometer.
Oh, okay. So you'd have this filter of like,
I had to see it.
Yeah.
It's really easy to put it out of sight, out of mind.
In your wallet. Yeah. Back pocket.
Yeah.
So you're at the cash register like, okay, I'm going to either not pay for this or I'm going to just pay for it.
I know. So
that's not the good place.
And I think I started doing this was 7 years ago. Whatever. I think it was 6 years ago. I can't tell you how many times. I can't. It's 7. But I drove through a drive-through.
And you didn't order anything?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That is willpower.
And like, no, I came home so angry, like hangry and mad. And my wife's like, what is wrong? I was like, I gotta make food. And I like went to the drive-thru and she's like, you didn't get anything? I was like, no, I talked myself out of it because those 3 things are just sitting there staring at me.
Wow. If that doesn't say anything about Aaron's character, I don't know what would. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
but no one was watching.
So then how do you have other people hold you accountable to these things? I think that's the biggest thing is the honesty to like, one, surround yourself with people that know, like, and love you.
Yeah.
Also know these things. And then also ask, hey, I'm struggling with this decision point. Here are my core values. Help me not try to justify this in my head, or help me totally feel good and purchase 100%. This without any guilt.
So I don't know. I think the number one person, if you're married, the number one person is your spouse.
Yep.
Because you guys share bank accounts or you're sharing expenses, however you guys have designed to be a partner in that asset or that area. But then having an accountability partner, a financial advisor or something. I know for us, we have a software that we use, and we have people put their financial purpose in there.
Right.
And you can pull out their priorities out of that purpose. And when they set goals for themselves, we do that for them. Like, we look back, like, does this goal match up to your financial purpose?
Yeah, that's good. What if your spouse has 3 different core values?
That's so much fun because that's me and my wife.
That's you and your wife. That's why I ask it. Okay. Yeah. So what happens then? What's her 3 for the record?
Here's what were her 3. Hers is family, traveling. Oh, this is a long time ago. She's so good with money naturally, so it's hard. No family.
All right, I don't want to put you on the spot.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, Ashley.
It shows me like a bad husband.
That was totally going to be alley-oop. It was not. That's okay. All right, so what if your spouse has 3 different core values?
Yeah, that just means like things get more fun, right? Like for you, I guess to me, granted I'm married to a woman that's the exact opposite of me, but it's just
lining. It's an opportunity for you to serve your wife in that way.
Yeah.
Or spouse.
Your spouse. And making sure that when money's getting spent, you're not being selfish.
Right. That's a good point.
So if you're spending money, and let's just say like I'm spending all of our excess money on education, but my wife's is traveling and experiences, and I'm taking that away from her. That's one of those things you guys start looking at in the sense of like being fair and making sure that there's portions of money going towards her priorities.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good marriage advice. Sacrificially, like thinking of your spouse.
Yeah, and then it can be powerful too when you start buying presents.
Well, that's good.
It's like, hey,
bing, bing, bing. This matches up.
But the same thing though. You do like for her. Like I've never really had my wife. I have to get her to spend money. Like I'm the one like do it.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, like it's easy to ask, like, hey, does this bring you closer to your 3 priorities? And that helps her spend the money. Mm-hmm. Now, for me, it helps me stop spending the money.
Yeah.
And then for her, it gets her to spend the money. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so what are you doing behind closed doors when no one's watching? What kind of person are you? It's really what this whole podcast was all about, right? And I think it's good just to take a stop and then reflect and then also like apply. And we're strictly applying this for financial, but I think this could be done in any aspect,
of your life. Yeah.
So I think it's a good topic. Thanks for bringing it up. And if you ever have any questions or want any help, accountability, or anything like that, we're right here for you.
Yeah.
At Uncommon Wealth Partners. So thank you for listening. You've been listening to the Uncommon Wealth Podcast. I've been your host, Philip Ramsey.
And I'm Arron Kramer.
Till next time, go be uncommon.
That's all for this episode, brought to you by Uncommon Wealth Partners. Be sure to visit uncommonwealth.com to learn more about our services. Don't miss an episode as we introduce you to inspiring people who are actively pursuing an uncommon life.